get away with that.
Let's go. Here, the Berserkers defeated the Owls and wrecked their converter. Question is, why did we let him build it here in the first place? This could be dangerous. You will learn. together.
Good. I don't want to be recognized.
There's nothing here for you but misery. Be on your way.
What's wrong with you?
Why ever you came, take my advice and leave. Forget this cursed place.
Who are you?
No one and nothing. I'm now the guardian of this place, and you should go before my story becomes yours. I carry the curse that has tainted this place, and you will be cursed if you stay here too.
I am looking for converter parts.
Then you were sent after me?
No, Jorah didn't mention you.
He didn't. But that it has been a long time. He must have thought me dead.
Jorah didn't mention mutants.
Jorah doesn't leave Goliad often. He probably thinks the converter is empty because the Albs abandoned it. He doesn't know that the Albs left their mutants here to tear the flesh from any who came after them.
You could tell Jorah about the mutants.
With everything that's happened, now I fail another task he's given me. I'll be exiled to the Valley of the Damned in no time. I might as well stay here and keep the mutants away from others.
Did you find any converter parts here?
Oh yes, the Albs left the converter in full working order. They didn't expect such a fierce attack from the Berserkers, or I suppose they would have rigged the place to self-destruct. But then the Berserkers didn't expect mutants to move in here so quickly. Now this place belongs to neither Alb nor Berserker. It's the home of the mutants. And me. Unless I can find the rest of the converter parts. If I could get those converter parts, they would save me from exile.
I'll get you converter parts, if you pay me.
I've been paying every day this curse has been on me. So yeah, I'll pay you the few shards I have if you help me break it.
About these converter parts. Why didn't you complete your task?
These converters are deadly machines. It doesn't matter if it's deactivated or not. It draws the mutants to the ELEX that's in there. Every time I think I've cleared a path to search for the parts, more come! I've only just escaped with my life each time.
Why can't you get the parts?
I am trained in combat, but not technology. Once I'm inside that Leviathan, I can't seem to find the right thing, and time is precious when the mutants are after you.
Are you threatening me?
Threatening? I'm warning you. Wherever I go, the mutants follow. And then Yora sends me here to find the converter parts. And so the mutants come again, and it doesn't matter what I do, I can't get to the parts. Once again, I can't complete the task I was given. So I can't go back. With all this failure, exile to the Valley of the Damned must follow.
Why didn't you bring a weapon?
I did. I had a club, but I lost it the second time I went in there. If I'd climbed down to get it, they would have cut me off and killed me. Say, if you're going in there, could you look for it?
Why should I put myself in danger for you?
You're here for your own reasons. If you already decided to go in there, then bringing that back would give me more of a chance. Please, my life could be in your hands.
I will find your club.
Thank you, thank you. It's in the pit by the converter.
I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine.
Scratch your back? Why would I? Oh, a reward. You want paying? You don't think you could just do...
Why do you think you're in a position to negotiate? Is your life worth something to you or not?
All right, you win. Just get me the club, please.
That wasn't great, was it? This could be challenging. Who would have thought it? From wanderer to warrior. You should be proud of yourself.
Stay here.
Sure.
Here's your club.
Thank you. Now I stand a chance. Guess I better take care of it in the future. Now I can fight back. But please, don't squander it. Those were my emergency reserves.
enough now.
Congratulations! Waiting for the enemy to commit their troops before you revealed the fighting Colossi. It left the enemy nowhere to go. You've shattered their attack.
It was a logical move, and we must remain vigilant. They won't fall for that again.
Nevertheless, the victory is yours. The hybrid must recognize that even the Elexitors speak of you as an equal.
I carry out the will of the hybrid. I am what the hybrid makes of me.
The Elexitors select you for roles they could only give if the hybrid had agreed. ELEX does not allow for emotion, but you should be careful, Commander Jax. There are those who envy your rise in power. They would do anything to have the favor you've won. You honor our people, but there are those who think of themselves.
I serve the hybrid. His will is above all. I...
Go through. It's not like security matters anymore.
No, not now.
You! Come here! Are you one of the volunteer couriers? Or have you brought a report? Come on, what information have you for me?
I haven't brought you a report.
Then what are you doing here?
What do you need a report on?
The state of things since the uprising. The Outlaws began an uprising with the help of the Separatists. It was obvious things would explode at some point. The Outlaws have been plotting for some time, but I didn't think they'd set out to destroy the Dome. That makes me even more thankful to you for bringing me the delivery of weapons. If the Outlaws had received them, I think their plans may have succeeded. As you're not here with the report, you should go. I have a lot to do.
Then why are we still working with that piece of crap?
The rebels paid for what they did to the energy shield. That has to happen soon. I knew those anarchists would start an uprising. Now we'll have to rebuild from the chaos they've left us.
He didn't deserve that. Parts, repair skills, blah.
Thank you for recommending someone trustworthy for the technician's job. There's no telling what an outlaw or an Alb would have done during the uprising.
Thanks for helping get rid of the outlaws from outside the city. If they'd been in here during the uprising, things would have gone differently.
So, you survived. Well, you know where my bar is when you need a drink.
Too easy.
Thank you, Caleb. I know you're right. Thanks for convincing me to get the Separatists thrown out of the city. Who knows how the uprising would have gone if they were still here.
That's what happens when you let Albs into the city.
Better be on our guard.
Congratulations. They would...
Someone at the Ice Palace planned this. A faulty raider, a targeted shot. Kellex arriving so fast. The question is, who planned for me to fail? Who planned for me to die? I'm in. No, I'm not good enough for that.
Good day. Just think, if these mutants keep chasing people up here, we'll soon be able to start our own small town.
What are you doing up here?
Waiting. At some point, those mutants down there will find an easier meal. Then they'll leave, and I can continue my journey.
The mutants down there were too much for you?
There was a whole horde of them when I arrived. Maybe there aren't as many now, but there are still enough to kill me, so I'll wait a little longer for them to lose interest.
So, you're just going to wait up here?
I'm very patient.
How long have you been here?
Only a week or so. But if their numbers keep diminishing at the rate they are, I should be able to continue on my way in another week or so.
The mutants are dead.
Ah, good. Thank you. Then I can be on my way.
On your way where?
To the search for greater knowledge, and a number of technical items that I'm tasked to find by the clerics.
All right, you can go.
Thank you. By killing those mutants, you've helped me greatly. And yourself to a degree. And I suppose all of Magalan. Except the Albs. Or the mutants. That could prove an interesting statistical comparison to consider while I travel. Well, thank you again. I will continue on with my task.
Why did you come here to the converter?
Why does anyone come here? I came here for the Alb technology.
You want to build a converter?
Oh no, the precise opposite in fact. I need components to help stop the Albs. My observations, and those of others, show that the Albs' power comes from their technology. That and an ability to increase their stamina, pain resistance, strength, emotional resistance, etc. that comes from abusing their bodies with vast amounts of ELEX. It is obvious I cannot defeat them. But you obviously have the skills I am lacking. So why don't we work together? We could both benefit from our different skill sets. I could be useful to you when it comes to technical questions. In return, you can help me avoid situations like this in the future. What do you think? Can we team up?
Yes, you can come with me, if you think you can follow my orders.
Yes, I can do that. You will not regret this decision. Together we fight. Together we fall.
I'm not planning on falling, and I can't see you doing much fighting.
Where should we meet if we become separated?
There's an abandoned camp in the ruins to the west of Goliad. We can meet there.
Understood. Meet at the abandoned camp. You are one of the free people now. You have joined a faction.
Yes, I have.
I was starting to wonder where your loyalties were. Your ambitions seem different from the free people I've encountered.
I wanted to learn the skills they can teach me.
Then it is a choice about survival, not so you can learn more about their society.
I've got to stay alive if I want to learn anything.
Yes, that is the approach I have taken too.
Then we don't have a problem?
No, no problem at all.
Tell me more about the materials you need.
Certainly. Every component found is another step towards the liberation of Magalan. At least so I've been told. I don't actually know what these components are supposed to do. But the cleric who told me to come here insists it will change the world.
Do you want to start by telling me what you're doing? What components are you looking for?
Yes, I should tell you the full list. We need, a sensor module from the converter, a high-performance CPU of the type the Albs use. My research suggests the best place to locate that would be out in the war zone in Abessa.
It sounds like you're collecting the pieces for a drone.
Maybe. I had thought of that. But we also need Garudium. That's a metal found in the comet crater in Ignadon, a hydraulic joint, the sort found in pre-war machines. I should be able to locate that in the scrap piles near the outlaw forts.
A hydraulic joint?
Yes. A Type 702, if we can get one.
And that's the full list?
Yes, you'd better save it to your...
About these components you need.
Yes?
I have the sensor module.
Then we are a step closer. The cleric who sent me to do this will be...
So...
Me? I am a... What's the word? An advocate.
So we'll need to take these components back to Ignadon?
Perhaps. Or to Tavar. It's all very secret. But I can locate the cleric that sent me. When our mission is complete, I can give you the coordinates. But please remember, this is a secret mission. It was a legate from the Hort that sent me, and he is very knowledgeable. It is my honor and my duty to serve him.
Serve him?
serve and assist. It is Cal Ern who we serve, and the legate is his voice to me. I must follow his instructions. In Cal Ern we trust.
Sure, if you say so.
Oh, yes. In Cal Ern we trust. All clerics believe in Cal Ern. You must speak to my legate. I must follow his instructions. He is a cleric legate from the Hort Monastery.
Sure, whatever you say. I found this hydraulic joint. Is this the type you need?
Yes, thank you. An incredible piece of engineering, isn't it? It's stronger and more durable than its organic cousin, but capable of replicating it. To think what Magalang would have become if the comet hadn't hit.
You think the planet would be better?
Oh yes, it would have been very different from today. We lost millions of people in the disaster, and Magalang had a technological infrastructure that is impossible to recreate. But the comet didn't just bring destruction, it also brought ELEX. And it is ELEX that gave those who survived the leap forward in technology that the clerics have driven. Mutants adapted to the new environment through ELEX. We have done the same through technology. We adapt, we survive, we move forward.
If you say so.
Excellent.
About these Here, I found these in the
Converter parts! You got them! That's exactly what Yor asked me to bring him. Thank you, thank you, thank... Maybe my curse has been...
Will you take the converter parts to Goliath?
I'll rest first. I won't believe this curse lifted until I see it. And I will need my energy in case those mutants come back.
Curses aren't real. You're free.
So I used to say. Superstitious raptor shit. But maybe I am free now. Travel safe.
Very good.
I've killed the Albs in Idan.
So I have heard. It seems you are willing to fight against Zakor.
did well, Jax. The cleric's attack has been pushed back. We are preparing our counterattack.
Save your troops for the converters. We must secure the ELEX supply.
I will see that is done. Why do they do it, Jax? Can't they see these attacks are hopeless?
Emotions make animals of men. Don't try to understand them. I think the time is drawing near, Calyx. I think the hybrid will soon take us to the next level of evolution.
The hybrid sees all. The hybrid will be served. His is the future.
But then you and Calyx never were the squeamish sort.
Killing those few soldiers took brute force. You'll need a more strategic approach to deal with the forces in Zakor.
That is true. But you have shown a measure of the skills that will be required if you are to achieve your goals. In terms of our alliance, I will ensure that our soldiers do not cause you any problems unless you show signs of reverting to your old allegiance to Zakor. More than that, I cannot offer you right now. We can trade or offer advice for now, but our forces must remain ready to fight Zakor.
That is as I expected.
You have done well, but you should be cautious in your plans. You are not strong enough to challenge an Alexitor like Calyx, but I can tell you how to get closer to achieving your goal. One of my agents has reported that the rebel Alexitor Zardom is hiding in northeastern Abessa. He has established a hidden base there while the Ice Palace is searching for him. As he too is now sought by the hybrid, perhaps he will help you. You should find him and tell him your purpose. I am sure he can advise you how to take on the Alexitors without fighting your way through an army to do it. Although you will have to decide whether he can be trusted.
Every Alexitor deserves nothing but death.
Not if he can still be useful to you.
Why have you left a former Alexitor alive? If he hasn't joined you, couldn't he be a threat?
I don't know what he is. He was a loyal Alexitor, and yet he has run from Zakor. That is why I sent you. Partly for your own business, but also to learn his intentions.
So I'm the bait?
Zardom is an outcast like you. But we don't know whether he still possesses his ELEX abilities. He has shown no interest in joining us. Perhaps he will talk to you. Maybe you can discover what powers he still has, and how he intends to use them.
And if he kills me, that won't be a great loss for you.
You will benefit from talking to him, and we will know what we have to do, if he should ever stand against us. It's mutually convenient.
Why should Zardom help me?
We suspect Zardom plans to end his exile and return to Zakor to lead the Alps. In his own way, he always was loyal to our people, but he doubts the hybrid. Zardom harks back to the days before the hybrid took over. He believes the Albs will evolve, that they are superior. He fears the hybrid has subverted those causes for his own end. Put yourself into Zardom's service. Tell him that your reputation will mean that he has to take note.
What is in the hybrid's mind? Surely the infallible must know of my survival. And yet here I am, living, breathing, in contradiction of the directive. The hybrid's will commands. All ELEX must be given to the hybrid. All loyalty, all duty must be to the hybrid. For the hybrid sees all. So, why has he permitted me to live? Am I still part of his plan? Or did he send me to die at the hands of my brother? Before the crash, I saw everything clearly. The hybrid's will answered everything. Now, I have only one route to answers. I must find Calyx.
Ah, I see we have a new cultivator. An honorable and worthy rank. Did Ragnar tell you your duties as a cultivator?
Yes.
Good. Then let us get straight to your specific tasks. Report to Born. He's the overseer in the seedling fields. He'll be happy to gain another helping hand. He'll instruct you further.
Teach me something.
Sure.
I'm glad you decided to join us. You will be a valuable addition to our ranks. Don't let me keep you from your duties as a cultivator. I know you must have much to do.
How can I prove myself as a farmer?
Your skills might be used better elsewhere. But all berserkers must begin their duty in the fields. It is in the fields that we learn how precious and fragile life is, and that it must be our duty to protect it. Learn those lessons, and you will get my pledge.
Tell me what I must do.
My task is simple enough. I'm worried that Goliath's Master of Duties may have forgotten his duty. The taxes Zerwas has collected recently have been lower than would be expected. I hope there's a reason for this, but I fear he may be lining his own pockets. Follow him. Discover if all the shards he collects are being paid over to me. Do that, and I will give you my pledge towards your promotion.
I'll watch Zerwas.
Good. He should be beginning his rounds any time now. Get close to him, but be inconspicuous. I need you to eavesdrop on his conversations until he returns to me. But do it without raising suspicion. And listen well. I want to find out once and for all if he is cheating me.
Consider it done.
Then go.
Teach me something.
Yes.
Oh, you joined us. Welcome. But don't think you'll get a discount.
Teach me something.
Of course.
Really?
Teach me.
Yeah, that technology will get you into trouble here.
Look out! place doesn't feel too friendly.
No. No. Too easy. I'm in.
Hmm?